What's up, everybody? Jake from StratGeeks coming at you once again. We're going to be talking about ORS Fusion, 100% automated trading system. And I say system because it really is a system. We got everything from fully automated trades, you're in and you're out. We have a fully quantitative risk management system. And you can check out my last video, 97% accurate backtesting. I think it's called In-Depth Strategy Explained. And I literally go through everything. I made that video about 5 days ago. But in this video, I'll talk a little bit about flat periods in the backtest. And our backtest is 95 to 97% accurate. And there's a few reasons I can go into that, why we do have accurate backtesting and many other strategies do not. So we're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about how we have flat periods in that back testing and how those flat periods get a lot of people to give up on not just our system, but any system, a system that you designed yourself, system that you bought from somebody. The flat periods happen, and how it just, it makes me sad if somebody, if somebody signs up with us right here. This is a 180 calendar day back test, 97% accurate, 95 and 97%. So if somebody signs up with us right here on, say, the 1st of July, their first, what would that be? Their first from 7/1 all the way to 7/17. This is like, maybe this isn't the best way to start out a video, talking about how, yay, you got our strategy and you're flat and you're drawing down a little bit. But I'm a real person. I don't edit my videos. I just go for it. I'm not really that interested in being a business owner or selling stuff. I'm not a sales guy. I'm a trader. That's what I love to do. And I just happen to do this kind of stuff, I guess, on the side. I didn't even want to start this into a business. My partner was like, oh, maybe we should. And I was like, yeah, that'd be kind of cool, actually, to like share what I've made, what we've made with people. And I was like, kind of selfishly, I was like, maybe that'll help me stick with my rules more, get a team around, and then like they'll help give me ideas and emotional support when I need it. And we built this amazing community, and we actually do limit our subscribers. So if you're interested in joining, you can reach out to me, onetraderjake@gmail.com, or you can go to our website, StratGeeks.com, and then join our Discord channel and then DM me that way. But I know I'm jumping around a little bit because I am really high on coffee right now. It is 5 o'clock in the afternoon here in Bali, beautiful Bali, Indonesia, where I've been living for a while and plan on living here for a while to go. I bought a dog. I guess I'm not going anywhere for a while. I like my dog too. He ends up being a pretty good dog. So anyway, like if somebody, it just makes me sad if somebody signs up here and then their first, two and a half weeks, or from the 1st to the 18th. What does that look like on the calendar? So July 1st, 1, 2, 2.5 something weeks. That's their first experience with ORS here, Or what if somebody joins up here? 10/11. 10/11. So what's that? October 11th on a Friday. Say they join here. Or here would be even more challenging. So 10/11, and then all the way till 10/28. 10/11. So 1, 2, little over 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. All they did was make a little bit and then lose. And then maybe they give up after 2.5 weeks. They switch their system or whatever it might be. And then boom, as soon as they give up, it starts going up. Or what if somebody signed up, and we actually did have some people that signed up here in November. Say you signed up here on 11/7, and you had like a month, 5 weeks of down, up, and then and some people did give up. I did not, and I'm really proud of myself, and many of our subscribers did not give up, and I'm extremely proud of them, and I'm sad for the ones that did. Maybe they'll come back, maybe not, but like I said, we only have so many spots, and it's not a sales thing. Why I say, oh, we only have so many spots, you better buy now, buy now. It's really just because I only have so much bandwidth to help people get set up, number one, because I do literally a meeting at least an hour, probably closer to 2 hours with every new person that signs up with us via Zoom, screen share. And, if we had hundreds of subscribers, I wouldn't be able to do that. So I want to keep our subscribers low. I want to get to know everybody. We're real people here. And yeah, and then another reason we want to keep our subscribers low is for the protection of our edge, for multiple reasons. We just want to, we don't just let anybody get on board. Like, you can go to our website and it looks like you're going to be able to purchase, but then you can't. We don't actually run your card until I've had a meeting with you, usually 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, just to say hello, make sure you're a real person, and that this is the right thing for you to do. It's definitely not a sales call, because 99 times out of 100, I don't meet with somebody unless they're already going to sign up anyway. It's really just to make sure that we're all protected and that we're all on the same page. So if you are interested in signing up, go to the website, StratGeeks.com, DM me. I'll send you a Calendly link, and we can schedule a meeting. But yeah, if you would have signed up here, and then this whole time through the election too, it's like, I've heard so many other strategies that have been more or less drawing down or flat since right before the election till right about now. And then, and then 12/17 comes around, December 17th, 16th, something like that. And now we're on the last 2 weeks, just been crushing, even straight through the holidays, just been crushing. So in this backtest, we use limit orders, not market orders. So that's number one. If you're developing your own strategy and you're using market orders, just don't trust the backtest. You can't trust it. I wouldn't even trust 50% of it. I had somebody come on into the YouTube comment section the other day, and he's like, he threw some crazy equations at me. I don't know whatever. Anyway, and then he said, oh, and by the way, throw out half of your backtest. I'm like, if I'm going to throw out half my backtest, I wouldn't even be making this video. I wouldn't be sitting in the chair. And actually, I can't blame him, because he's right. Most other strategies that I've ever used or designed involved involved market orders. And yeah, you can throw out half your backtest with market orders. But if that's the case, then why even bother in the first place? So if they didn't have market orders, and I just hammer this point on every video, if it wasn't the market orders screwing up the backtest, because multiple reasons, I could make a whole video just on this, and I've already at length talked about it in other videos. So if it's not the market orders screwing up your backtest, it's going to be auto trailing stops, because the granularity of moving the stop loss that many times in the midst of a trade, NinjaTrader just can't handle it. So that's going to make your backtest not accurate as well. And then auto break evens, which is in a sense moving your stop loss in the midst of a trade, even with tick data. Doesn't matter. It's still not going to be accurate. So I literally designed this strategy to be as accurate as possible with the backtest. Because if I don't have a backtest that I can trust, I don't have a system that I can trust and go hands off and let it go. And psychologically, if I can't trust the backtest, I can't trust the system. And if I can't trust the system even just a little bit, I'm going to fail. I'm going to start moving stops. I'm going to start doubling down, revenge trading, all the bad, horrible stuff that I used to do before ORS, honestly. So this is the only system that I've ever used where I do trust the backtest that much, and I've actually been able to make apex payouts. Myself, my partner, many of our subscribers have actually succeeded in that. No, not many of us were succeeding it for this flat period. I'm just going to be honest, or, if you would have signed up right here, you're not going to be making payouts here. There's so many ways to be a charlatan in this business of selling automation or trading software or indicators or trading courses. So many ways to be a charlatan. And that's the last thing that I want to do. The last thing I want to do. I could polish our website. I could polish these videos and make them all fancy and edited together and graphics. And like, I'm just not. To make it seem like more of a shiny object. It's like, dude, here's the results. The backtest is accurate. Here's the reasons the backtest is accurate. I mean, I've made payouts. Many of us had. Like, what else do you need to know, you know? So what I'm telling people now, we have a bunch of people that are about to subscribe that I've met with right around through this period. But I've been telling people, like, hey, meet with me now. Just wait. You might want to wait to sign up with us, like right around in here. It's like I get on a call with them, and it's the opposite of a sales call. I'm like, don't buy now. Just wait to the first, wait to the second, get your subscription going then you can set up the Zoom meeting with me, and then we'll meet again. So I meet with them for a half hour just to say hello or, something like that. And then, lately I've been telling people, like, actually pull the trigger the first, the second, the third, something like that. So you have time to meet with me over this weekend, and then we can make sure that you're all set up. You have the exact template and everything that we're using, so you can be ready to go on the 6th. Now, I said that and thinking that these 2 weeks here, these 2 holiday weeks, would be subpar, but ORS doesn't seem to give a flying F about the holiday week. We crushed it this week. I mean, it's been a really good week. So, and we'll see how tonight goes. Or, well, tonight for me, since I'm in Bali, or today. But it's not going to throw out all the profits we've made from this week, because we have a really cool thing implemented, in ORS, where we, with the particular template that we're using, which I share with everybody. I don't hoard the best template for myself and for my partner. Everybody gets the best that I'm using, that he's using. It's the same template. So, I just forgot where I was going with that. I better drink some coffee. I don't have my ADD meds in Bali. Just kidding. Well, I actually don't. Anyway, well, I don't even remember what I was talking about. Anyway, that's what I was talking about. So, these 2 weeks, every other trading strategy that I've ever developed, or manual system that I've traded or manually backtested through these 2 weeks have been subpar compared to all the other weeks of the year. ORS doesn't seem like it cares. Oh, and yeah, I mean, so I don't know how many wins we're up so far this week, and we can I can take a look later. I don't know. But we have a max loss per trading day of 3 losing trades, and the strategy will completely shut down and not take any more trades. So let's so that's the main thing. I've been telling people, the new subscribers, and they're about to sign up. I've been meeting with a lot of people the last 2 weeks and just telling them, like, hey, wait or whatever. But another thing that I've been telling them, and if you're interested, try to commit to 2 months, because you could end up getting subscribed with us right in a place like this. And then as soon as you give up after the 1 month, then as soon as you give up after the 1 month, bam! That's what happens. It's just the nature of a trading strategy. I could, going back to the charlatan thing, I could have made this backtest 190 or 220 days, just some amount of days where this didn't look as bad to start out with, But we always do either a 90-day backtest or a 180-day backtest. So it just is what it is. So let's, we can talk about a couple of the trades that were made. Let's go ahead and do that. Give everybody a little bit of something, on each one of these videos. And then I'm going to talk about the 20 reasons, the 20 things that you don't get from ORS. But let's talk about a couple trades. So how does ORS work? Well, first we take the opening range, and we have the low of the opening range. We have the high of the opening range. That opening range is for 15 minutes, basically the first 15-minute bar from the New York Open till the close of that first 15-minute candle, you could say. This is the 1-minute MNQ. So we have our low, we have our high. We simply divide that opening range high and low into 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. So we got the middle of the opening range here. We have the high and the low. Then we extrapolate those sections out to the top, all the way down to the bottom in infinite. In infinitum. And then we don't start actually trading till 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we basically use these levels to take our trades. We get in on these levels, we get out on these levels. So we can see that the first trade yesterday was a loss. Like, if I wanted to be more Charlatan with this, like, maybe I'd show you a day that was all winners, which we did actually have last week. We had 7 winners in a row. But, I just try to be as real as I can. I don't want to polish things. I just wanted to see. I basically designed this system because I needed something that actually worked. Me, personally. That I could trust. So, let's talk about this first trade. What we got going on here? Well, we got a moving average. We have a moving average that, candles are closing above or below it. And then our moving average also changes color. White is upslope, blue is downslope. And then we have these green and very lightly shaded red sections, vertical shaded areas in the back. So we need 3 things, 4 things actually, but we'll just talk about the 3 things. So for this trade to enter long here, we need candles closing above the moving average. Yep, that's happening. Right here, we got to close above. We got to close above. We also need to go long. We also need that moving average to be white for sloping up. So that's 1 and 2 checks. And then we need a green shaded zone for, we call this a buy window. So we have 1, candles closing above. 2, white shaded HMA. 3, buy zone. So what we're going to do here is, this is a really tight trade too. And I don't have these lines exact. But what we're looking for is a pullback. As soon as this candle closes, we look for a pullback to the level below it. And then our stop is 2 deviations down, 2 range levels down. And our target is 2 range levels up. Just like that. Let's make this green for our target. There we go. And as you can see, we did not hit our target on this trade. And then the next trade, this is a short. And you can see we have a blue HMA, or this is an HMA, moving average. And we are closing below here. And we are in a red shaded zone. This whole zone here is a red shaded zone, a sell zone. So then we look for this candle close here, and then we'll come back up and we would have placed a limit order here. And then our target is 2 lines down. And our stop would have been back up here, 2 lines up. Okay, and then let's go, let's enter one more long. So we have a white moving average. We're closing above. Market, or ORS places a limit order 1 line below. We look for a pullback from this close, which the close would have been here, to our entry. And then our target is, this is a longer trade here. And we have our stop, which was here. Gotta extend this out. And our target was up here. So it's not a complicated strategy, and then we can manage our risk and everything. But that's all I'm going to go over for now, because I want to focus on some other stuff with this video. But that's the basic idea. Actually, you know what? Let me bring up the backtest again real quick. Let's check out the net profit by day. So this was that 7 winners in a row. So you can see we have way more winning days than losing days. And with our risk smoothing, go watch the other video. I talk in detail about the risk smoothing. We would basically get these winning days to kind of mellow out right around an average, and these losing days would mellow out right around an average as well, because we're never going to risk more than 3 losses. And depending on the day, you're going to risk somewhere between $100 and $200 per trade, but you're never going to risk more than that. So if we go to the analysis, let's go ahead and go to the summary actually. So we can see in 180 days, our total net profit, this is with 2 micros, 20,000 for the 2 micros, 61% about win rate. You got total winning trades of 423, losing of 271. Now, what I really want to focus on here is the largest winning and the largest losing trade. So we have a method, we call it risk smoothing, where you're never going to risk, unless you want to, you're never going to risk $257 to make 257 or to risk whatever this is, 270. So basically what we do is we cap our amount of contracts on any particular day to make sure that that risk is under whatever threshold you want. So in this case, I'm trying to keep my risk to around 150. Absolutely never let it go over 200. So if you're trying to go for 150, which if you look at our average winner of 143 and our average loser of about 150, that's why I'm using 2 micros, because that's going to be about our average. You could have an opening range day that's way bigger. You know, you could have, like this particular opening range was 213 ticks from this low to this high. 212, 213 ticks. Now, if we get a calculator out, I guess I should go into it a little bit. If we get a calculator out, we can say 212 ticks. And the fastest way to do this math is just divide it by 4. That means each micro on this particular day is going to be worth $53. So if you're trying to go for about $150 risk, then on this particular day, you want to risk 3 micros. So you're about $160. Now, say you have an opening range that is massive, that's like 371 ticks. So you're 373 ticks instead. You grab your calculator, and you very simply, before you start trading, you say 373 divided by 4. That means each micro is worth $93. So on this particular day, maybe you only want to risk 1 micro, or maybe you're okay with 2, but you definitely don't want to do 3 if you're trying to keep it under 200. So on that particular day, you'd want to do 2. What if you had a really big opening range, something like 500 ticks or something, 498. So 498. So all we're trying to do here is just figure out how much 1 micro is worth on any particular day. So our opening range, hypothetically, on this particular day is 498 ticks divided by 4. That'll get you each micro on this big day is worth $124. I might be cool with just, I would rather play it safe. I'd be cool with 1 micro on that day. And then you get 3 winners. $373. If you got 10 PA accounts, which I have at least 10 PA accounts, times 10 PA accounts, $3,700. Or you could do 498 divided by 4 on that particular day is $124 times 2. Maybe you want to use 2 contracts. Maybe you have a little bit bigger account, or you're just feeling lucky. I don't know. 249, and then say you get that same 3 winners. Then you got 747. Say you have 10 PA accounts. Now you're at $7,400 a day. So, but this is a way that you can keep your risk to an average, no matter how big or small the opening range is on any given particular day, on an average plane for any given account size that you may have running. So if you got a 150K account, with a prop firm, you're going to maybe, you're going to want to risk more than 150. You might want to risk 300 per trade because your drawdown available is bigger. So let's go ahead and talk about, and I might just make this a separate video. No, that's okay. We'll make it this one. So let me just talk about what you don't get with ORS. I had ChatGPT make some pretty cool images to go along with what you don't get with ChatGPT. So a lot, like all the stuff that I'm going to list here, the top 20 reasons what you don't get with ORS is stuff that I personally don't want to have to deal with my personal trading. So I literally designed this for me because elsewhere, I couldn't find it all in one spot, or I couldn't not find it all in many spots. So, what you don't get with ORS. Number 1, no freaking trading courses. Oh my God. Let's just Google it right now. Day trading course. Where do you even begin? Look at them all. Oh my God. Let's go all the way to page 9. Oh my God, dude. Seriously? I don't know. Let's just pick on some I don't want to pick on some random one. Let's go even farther. Let's go to 13. You know what? I'm not going to click on any because who knows? I don't know. What's the point? Anyway, for any one of these could be $5,000, $10,000, $1,000, who knows, thousands of dollars for something that who knows if you're going to actually be able to stick with the rules anyway. And then you spend days, hours, months even trying to learn what the heck they're teaching you when you could just use ORS and it can do it for you, huh? So number 1, no trading courses, no $5,000 courses that leave you with more questions than answers. And I know that, that has been the case. I have taken many a course, many of indicators that I've learned how to use, and, I've ended up, this is all I use now. I don't trade any other way than with ORS. Number 2, no waiting for alerts. So you're not going to have to be in front of your screen waiting for an alarm to go off, and then you're going to run back to your computer and say, okay, cool, I got to place my market order and get my limit orders ready. Is it? No. Forget waiting around. ORS operates without delay. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have a new picture. I have a picture for each of these. I forgot. That's why I have my... So no trading courses. I got to get this out of the way. Can you tell I don't edit my videos? Number 2, no waiting for alerts. ChatGPT did a good job with this one. Like, that's the disgruntled face that I will not, like, I don't necessarily recommend this, but I literally sleep through my trading day now because I'm in Bali. I'm sick of staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning. I set my loss limits on my Rhythmic back end, and I have 3 max losses only allowed with ORS. So if for some reason you get a data glitch of some kind and something happens and the trade stays open, I'm still not going to lose more than 3 trades worth of capital because our trader will cut it off. And if you have questions about any of that stuff and you want to sign up with us, I will absolutely go into the minute details of exactly what I'm doing, and you can do it too. So number 3, no waiting for signals. And that's kind of like waiting for an alert, but waiting for signals is even worse because you don't have an alert set. You're just sitting and staring at the screen, looking for that signal, and then maybe it could even be a signal that you're subscribed to a Discord group, and the guy in Discord puts a message out, oh, going long at 15:30:25. You're like, oh, okay, I'll run back to the chart again. Number 4, no countless hours staring at charts. You don't have to live in front of your computer screen anymore. 100% automated, not partially automated, 100%. You can move a stop to break even manually if you want. You can set up auto trails. We have all those options available. And maybe some days you'll do better than ORS and some days you won't. But the point is, you don't have to sit and stare at charts anymore. Which leads me to number 5, no burning eyeballs. Let's see what it's got for that. How many of you folks can relate to this face right here? Oh, it just kind of hurts me to even look at it, ChatGPT. You did a good job with this one, too. Oh, I gotta rub my eyes right now because I'm staring at screens, but I know I don't have to spend 10 hours staring at charts, not just to wait for the signals and make the trades or everything, but staring at charts to try to come up with the system, to try to manually backtest something. Just no more burning eyes. Oh, it's even more than that. Like, I've been doing this trading thing for 8, probably closer to 9 years now, and there's been multiple times where I was so engaged with the screen. I'm having PTSD even thinking about it. So engaged with the screen. And like I would get into these zones where like 4 hours, literally 4, 5, 6 hours would go by, and it felt like 30 minutes. And then by the time whatever the session is that I'm looking at backtests or trying to come up with an idea or just staring at charts for 4 hours is over, my eyes look and feel pretty much like this. And over multiple days of that, I've had like wrist problems. I've had shoulder problems from using the mouse, from the keyboard, my neck. Like it's like it ain't no joke. I mean, it's like ORS has like literally helped save my eyeballs and my wrist and my shoulder. I mean, I used to have like this special brace on my. Oh, dude. Oh my God. Thank you, ORS. Thank you, God. Number 6, no having to follow a freaking live stream. No, thank you. No, thank you. I mean, I guess I could see like some people, are kind of, I guess, into the entertainment of being with the chat room and all that stuff. I mean, we have a Discord group where we chat, but we don't do a lot. We don't do a trade room. I'm not doing a trade room at 3 o'clock in the morning. There's no need for it. So no more. And then, so what happens with that is you lag behind somebody else's trades. You're taking your own trades. And by the way, like most prop firms, actually, including the biggest one, and we probably know who we're talking about, do allow automated trading now. Number 7, no manual trading errors. What do we got for that? No worrying about error. I love how ChatGPT spells stuff. Sometimes it kind of spells stuff how I do, pretty bad. Errors from manual trading, but it's still a pretty cool image. ORS eliminates the risk of human error. Absolutely. Now, I'm not saying that there could be errors because of a data glitch, or your power at home could go out and you could lose connection. Who knows? All sorts of that. All that stuff can definitely happen. Exactly why I recommend with Tradeovate, you can go and on the back end, you can give yourself a max loss as well as Rhythmic. You can go in and give yourself a max loss as well. So number 8, no figuring out your own templates or settings. Now this is kind of crazy, but this is actually pretty unique to us at StratGeeks, to us at ORS. We don't just give you the algorithm and say, okay, here you go, and give you no idea what settings to use. I mean, I have purchased many a strategy. I mean, tens of thousands of dollars worth of strategies, which I don't use anymore. And one of those reasons being that, like, maybe they'd give you, like, some kind of secondhand template and go, yeah, it's kind of like this, and then they just disappear on you. But oftentimes they wouldn't give you barely any templates at all. But maybe they did, but they still left a little, like a light in the, it wouldn't even be a light. It'd be like a darkness in the light of maybe these aren't the best settings. We haven't really tested them, or our system isn't automated. So here's our back test and they won't even give you a back test. They'll just try to sell you on whatever the thing is, make a shiny object kind of syndrome go on in your head. And I don't know. I could go on for hours just about that. So we don't make you figure out your own template or your own settings. We give you literally the best template that I have, and just taking the same trades as. I'll get to the next part about that later. So I was going to say we limit our subscribers, but we do get to that. So we provide a seamless system, no more guesswork. Number 9, no more feeling like you're all alone, because we do have a community. People are engaged in the chat. it doesn't feel like I'm alone anymore. So yeah, we do. Number 10, no wondering how much you might lose if the day ends up red. So that goes to, we have 3 max losses. If there's 3 max losses, then you're done trading. You can override the system and keep trading if you want, but then like, why are you even with ORS in the first place if you're going to do that? So, yeah, every trade is clear and the risk is known. So, and then yeah, to number 11, no more wondering how much money the next trade will be risking. Once you say you had your opening range and you determine that 1 micro is worth $50 and you want to risk $150, therefore you're using 3 micros on that day, that first trade is going to be $150 risk. It's a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, therefore you'll be making $150 minus commissions. The next trade after that first trade, still going to be $150. The next trade after that, still going to be $150. The next day comes along, and you don't want to risk more than $150. Next day comes along, well, maybe you risk $125. And if you risk an extra contract, then maybe be $170. So, you err on the low side. But the thing is, you don't have to wonder what your risk is going to be. Like, say the next day happens and so many trading strategies, like even ones that use ATR because it's based on candles, like, I don't know. You just don't, you'll know exactly what your risk parameters are, like your average. You're not going to suddenly have a day next week where your risk ends up being $400 per trade. It's always going to be under a certain threshold that you determine. So yeah, and no need to analyze complex indicators. Man, ChatGPT did an awesome job with that graphic. Just take that in for a second. Isn't that kind of what your brain feels like when you're messing around with complex indicators and technical stuff, things? Oh, man. ORS simplifies everything, so you don't need to decode a jungle of technical data. It's going to place its trades for you. Sit back and relax. I know it sounds too good to be true, but you have to consider, and I still struggle with this, you have to consider the psychology that can break you with a system like this. Actually, now is probably a good time to pull this up. So I took a screenshot of that equity curve that we were talking about earlier. Like with the psychology, it might sound too good to be true. What, you can sit back and not touch anything and make money? No, not necessarily, because if you touch something within here, like quitting the system, psychologically, you kind of failed. Because as soon as you quit that system, look what happens. And then, if you quit the system, even, I don't know, some people might quit after just that. Some people might quit after this. Some people might quit after this. So it sounds too good to be true, but you have to realize that not everybody can stick with the system more than 2 weeks if we're drawing down or if we're in a flat period. So it's not too good to be true. You really have to, you have to commit. That's why I suggest everybody commit to 2 months. Because anyway, I already went over that. All right, so no need to, I was already talking about no need to analyze complex indicators, indicators that are sold by many a company, and I have bought them, where it just, you start to get like attached to the guy who's like the idea of the indicator, and I don't know, it's like a hypnotizing thing, these indicators and the people who sell them, and suddenly I'm spending $10,000. Don't need to do that. Number 13. No, this is a good one. Number 13, no overthinking every trade decision. ORS just does it for you. It's a clear strategy and removes the guesswork and lets you act with confidence. And confidence because we can trust the backtest 95, 97% of the time. And no subscriptions to endless add-ons. So, and also when you sign up, after we have our meeting and everything, got to go through all the channels. We make, I make myself jump through hoops for you, and I make you jump through hoops for me, just to get some trust going between us. You have to meet with me for 20, 30 minutes. I don't know, you can do 5 minutes, but usually all those preliminary consultations, if you will, last like at least 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes or something. But if you sign up at X amount, that's your price for life. So we've had some people with us for a long time. They're still on that first price point that we implemented, and they didn't, but if somebody signs up, next year and we're charging more, then that's what they pay. So I don't know. Otherwise, I'd feel like blackmail or something, and that's the last thing I want. Oh, thanks for signing up with us, company, or at everyone post on Discord. Thanks for signing up with us and being with us for such a long time, everybody. We're increasing the price by $175 per month. It's like, what? No. It's like, that just seems, because people, some people could be counting on the payout money for something that blah, 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 and then suddenly you're increasing the price. No way am I going to do that. So no subscriptions for endless add-ons. There are no add-ons. I mean, we are always working on new ideas, but we haven't come up with anything that's better than ORS so far. Number 15, no fear of missing out. Now that, the system works for you. No need to chase trades or panic over missed opportunities unless you decide, like I have over the last week or so, to not trade all of my PA accounts on this holiday week. Then I had a little bit of FOMO because I'm like, oh, I should have trusted the system even through the holiday week. But I have a history with holiday weeks. And next year, this time comes around, I'll probably trade all my PA accounts, or at least more of them, through this holiday. Number 16, no wasting time on ineffective strategies. Focus on proven methods that, this one kind of goes without saying. I kind of already went over that. Number 17, no doubting the backtest. No doubting the backtest. 95, 97% of the time, the trades that were taken on that particular day match the day, that same day, if you after you're done trading. And we've seen this month after month after month after month, not just me. I mean, maybe on a day where it takes 7 or 8, 9 trades, maybe one of those trades won't be accurate. Maybe after 50 days, maybe 2 or 3 of those trades won't be accurate. Maybe after 100 days, maybe 5 of those days won't be a perfect match. But it's pretty darn good. Best as I can ever do. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty darn good. Number 18, no struggling with trading. Well, it's not necessarily no struggling with trading psychology. I would say less struggling with trading psychology. And ORS helps you to trade confidently, reducing stress and improving your mindset, especially if you're like me and you just sleep through it. Even that can be tough, but I've made a lot of progress. I guess I could say it has absolutely improved my trading psychology, ORS. Oh, so much. No, I don't do any of the stuff that I used to do, like the revenge trading, doubling down, scaling in a couple more, it's going against me, I'll scale in a couple. None of that. So, no, let's see what it came up with that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that about sums it up, ChatGPT. Oh, goodness gracious, look at this symbol up here. This is for all of us who are traders. I'm sure we can relate to this. Man, it did a really good job with that. That is frightening. And I have 90% less of this now that I have a fully automated system that I can trust. Now, when I say trust, I don't mean it's going to be a winning every day. I just mean that I trust that the live results will match 95%, 97%, that will match the backtest. Number 19, no worrying about too many subscribers. This is a big one. I get this question a lot. So we limit the amount of subscribers to just a few dozen. If we lose some people because we're in a flat period or something, we'll start getting some more people to kind of top off the subs if we can. But we're never going to have hundreds of subscribers, so we don't have to worry about like losing our edge or as hackers or data breaches or anything like that. And that's also why I meet with every single person before they sign up. Number 20, finally number 20. No faceless support. We are 2 real people. Most of the time you're going to be talking to me that you can talk to. And unlike other companies, we meet with you personally on Zoom at least twice to ensure that you're supported every step of the way. It did a pretty good job with this one too. I kind of like that graphic, except for this. We are to, what is it trying to say? We are to something support you can talk to. All right, it's pretty good. I like that graphic. Actually, that guy kind of looks like me a little bit, except without the gray hair. Anyway, everybody, I appreciate y'all. Just wanted to go through those 20 reasons, or what was it? What did I call it? 20 things you don't get with ORS. 20 things you don't get. Is there anything else I wanted to go over? Let's bring up the chart again, actually. So you can see all the trades that executed on this day. And you can turn the strategy on and off right here. These buttons are pretty cool. So we had a loss, we had a win, we had a win. And this is one of those days. I think it missed one. I think it added one trade in the backtest. This is one of those 3 or 4, maybe 5 days out of 100 that it missed one trade, but it's still so rare. Yeah, I think it added an extra one here live, but the day ended up being the same amount of monetary gain. But yeah, like I said, 97 out of 100 days will be a perfect match. And with all these trades, I mean, this is a lot of trades on this particular day. How many trades did we get? And to have all of them match, especially like sometimes it can be just a tick or two on one of our range lines, depending on where the moving average is, but it's still very rare. So how many trades did we get in this particular day? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins and 1, 2, 3 losses. So here's how you can do it. Basically just take, so say I'm going for, well, let's just go ahead and do it right before we go. 213 tick opening range. 213 ticks divided by 4, because we want to figure out how much 1 micro is worth. $53.25. If you want to go for about 150 bucks, you're going to do about 3 times 3. We'll call it $160 loss or $160 gain per trade. And with what do we say? We had what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 winners. Minus, let's make sure that, yeah, minus 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 winners, minus 3 losses. And actually, this is one of those days where I think the live did 1 extra win, but we'll go on the short side of it. So 3 net wins, 160 times 3. $480 day. And if you have 10 PAs, $4,800. Like I said, there was 1 extra in there, but this was an incredible day. The day after, Christmas ends up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins and 3 losses. Pretty amazing stuff. Pretty amazing stuff. And you know, it's a 61% win rate, but it's a 1-to-1 risk reward, so I'll take it. I will take it. Total, let's do, I'm going to show you one more thing here. So you can take the total winning trades of 423 minus the total losing trades of 271 equals 152 net wins times, if you're trying to go for $150 per trade on average, that'll get you 22,800 minus your commissions of 1,700. That ends up being pretty close. So 21,000. You might get an extra grand out of it, but you know, some days you might risk less than 150, or you might go a little bit above. But that's the basic idea. And like, check out the number of trades too. 700 trades. So you could say out of that 700 trades, I mean, if it's let's go. So 5. So let's call that 700. So 5 times 7. 5 times 7. There might be 35 trades total that might not be matching the backtest accurately. Absolutely not throwing out half of the backtest like that guy said on my last video. No, I'm not going to throw half of the backtest out when I see day after day after day the backtest matching. So that would be a 95%. I think it's higher than that, 95. But at the most, you're looking at 35 trades out of 694 all matching. That gives me a lot of confidence. A lot of confidence. Anyway, just wanted to say what's up and happy holidays. And I think that'll do it for the video. Talk to you later, everybody. Oh, you know what? I should probably... See, I don't edit these things. Hold on. I want to just show you. Let's do StratGeeks.com. Show you how to join the Discord channel. StratGeeks.com. StratGeeks.com. Was I going to do the thing? Oh, here we go. So there's our website. Scroll down. Oh, check this out. I did a NinjaTrader ecosystem webinar. That's pretty legit. Got some views on that on the NinjaTrader channel. I did that a few months ago. But yeah, just scroll down a little bit, and then you'll see, click here to join our Discord server. Go ahead and join that, and then message me at, I'll just type it out here. Message me at, come on, Jake at ORS. You can DM me, and then if you're really serious about signing up, I'll send you a link to my Calendly schedule, and we can meet up. And if you want, you can also email me, but I'm not as responsive, not as fast with the email, because I don't like checking emails. The number 1 trader Jake at gmail.com. All right. Oh, geez. The sun has set here. I told the doggy that he was going to have a walk, but he's going to have it in the nighttime now. He doesn't mind. Right, Marshall? Right? Yeah, okay. All right, so Jake at ORS on Discord, onetraderjake@gmail.com. Please go for the Discord one first, though. Makes it so much easier. All right, everybody. Jake is out.